Okay, so disclaimer. Before we get into this, just warning you, it's very weird. Like a bunch of stupid stuff is said. Like stupid stuff. Kind of offensive stuff. But it's not to be taken seriously, and we're just freaking idiots messing around. That's the brand. That's our whole spiel. Also, there are some sensitive topics being talked about in this video. So if you are sensitive, don't watch because it gets weird. Okay, on to the video. Hello internet. This is Darwin. I'm doing a podcast. This is new. Call it the Sperg cast. It's me and my buddy. We're we're yeah, we're freaking autistic, so we're making a podcast about that. This is him, Toad. Say hi, Toad.
Hello, Toad. How's everybody?
I'm gonna
Fuck
strangle you.
Alright, this isn't gonna work. I'm sorry, I gotta leave.
Oh,
But we get into the topic here. We're starting this podcast because we're both gentlemen of autismos, I guess, genitals, and we're gonna be talking about some of our favorite people who may or may not have autism, more than likely have autism. Kind of go hand in hand. Lolcows, something me and Darwin are both pretty familiar with.
Oh yeah.
And so we got three individuals here we want to talk about. The first one is an icon,
The man.
The legend, Chris Chan himself, Christian Weston Chandler.
Yeah.
Of Ruckersville, Virginia.
Definitely
Now,
autistic.
Definitely, yeah. I'm pretty sure he's the reason that let's call it autism. Like he really just hammered it home.
He coined the term. Copyrighted it.
Yeah, he has a patent now. But we're just gonna talk about a little bit about him and where he's at now, because he gets in some little shenanigans later on that
some little wacky scenarios.
Oh yeah, you want to definitely stay tuned for that. So, a little bit about Chris Chan. I'm not going to go fully in depth here. There's already a 60+ episode series about that. Highly recommend it. Kato Genesis.
There's also
no, that's a fault YouTuber.
Yeah, there's also Gamer from Mars. He has 4 videos about it.
Yeah. So, I've personally watched most of the 60 episode documentary. I have to look up the name because I forget it. And Darwin has watched the Gamer from Mars one. I have not seen the Gamer from Mars one.
It's pretty good.
I'll definitely check it out after this though. But anyway, so who if you're interested in the full story, definitely watch it. They're very in depth, either one. And but yeah, Christian. His first name was actually Christopher, and they changed it because a bear told him to. I fucking shit you not. And
a bear.
A bear told him to. He was born in the 80s in Ruckersville, Virginia, and pretty normal. His parents were kind of old and terrible people, really, if you look into it. Excuse me. Evangelical type Christians, which not necessarily as bad itself, but
yeah.
I mean they just had all the worst traits possible, and they just hammered it into this little autistic boy's head. So he was on the internet back in when I was a kid, saying I don't know homos allowed here. I don't want homos. Hey, I don't want to date black people either. They gotta be 18 to 22. A boyfriend-free girl, and it's just not pretty. It was just it was very hard to look away from. So Chris Chan was he got on the internet in the early days of the internet, before it got mainstream, and he would make these kind of was the pioneer of Let's Play videos too, though. Like, I just remember that he was one of the first people to record gameplay with commentary, and it was him doing the most autistic thing you can think of. It was him just pulling weeds out of an Animal Crossing video. Like, every time he's seen a weed, he would just pull it out. And he would talk about how he has, I got autism. I'm highly functioning autism. I got autism, and he just keep talking about it over and over again. And for some reason, after this, he would be very defensive about it. He would, like, not having autism, but like people would lump in Asperger's with autism, and he would go fucking crazy. He was like, no, Asperger's isn't the same thing. Asperger people are fucking scum. Blah blah blah. But real quick, one of my favorite things about the Chris Chan just overall story. I'm not gonna sit on it too long here, but he always gets in these little misadventures. If you do watch the series, it's the funniest stuff. Like, he always gets these internet girlfriends that he's super oblivious to, that they're fucking trolls.
Yeah. He calls it the love quest. His love quest.
He is on a mission. So when he was like, just currently, like when he was doing this love, well, not currently, but back when he was actively searching on the love quest, he would. It was 28, and he would literally put up posters everywhere. He would go online, and when he got discovered, when the internet found out he existed, he would get all these messages from people that would fuck with him, and these trolls would pretend to be girls, like fucking 13-year-old kids or whatever, and they would always pretend to be girls. They have the worst voices, and Chris was like, it sounds legit to me. A female, a breeder.
Oh no.
And I think they did probably the meanest stuff to him. Like, they made him fuck his PS3.
Oh yeah. They did some horrendous things.
And now I'm not saying you should feel like a lot of sympathy for the guy. But, I mean, that is kind of mean. Like, he really was like harassed. But but want to look to future events here one minute though. But they made him do some messed up stuff, like the PS3, constant nude pictures of him. Apparently, he had a very large, a large bend in his penis too.
Oh no!
And people were drawing fan art about it and stuff and sending it to him It's horrible.
This is some wild stuff.
Oh yeah. Now, is there anything notable you would like to say about Chris Chan?
Okay.
Darwin.
So there are some things I know. One thing is he first made his appearance on like video back in like the 90s, I think, when he was a kid. He won a Sega Genesis concept or a Super Nintendo contest or something. It was either Genesis or Super Nintendo.
It was Sega, yeah. It was like Sonic was it was like the top thing for all the 90s.
Yeah, so he won. He like entered a contest. I can't remember what it was, but he won it. I think he got a Genesis out of it. He
got like $1,000 worth of stuff from the store, like Sega material. Okay. And that was like the first time you seen him on a TV, and he was like, I just followed what Sonic said on the TV. He told me to write down my address, and I did it, and I put it in a hat and sent it to him. Or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much what he said. But wasn't it? You had to write down like what he said in like every Sonic Says for a week.
Yeah, which is just crazy.
Yeah, but, from the Sonic cartoon.
Yeah, he had to put in his social security number. His father is a rowdy number to his bank. Send him his dad's. Yeah, because Sonic said so. I mean, I bet if he got a message from the Sonic the Hedgehog and told him to, send his medical records to him, you think he'd fucking blink? You think he'd wait? Sonic the Hedgehog wants his medical records.
Oh no, he'd definitely do that. Like, we know for a fact, like his track record, he would definitely do that.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that if Sonic told him to burn down a church, he'd do it too. It's like, Sonic told me to. He said Jesus needed the fumes, the ashes of holiness into heaven. But those get crossed later on. Like, when we get like fast forward a good bit,
yeah.
He's talking about like dimensional merges and shit. Anyway, continue on. Continue what you're gonna say.
But yeah. Also, another thing, a lot of the times when he's on the internet, it's because he posts this comic he makes, and it's
Oh yeah,
very
we didn't
wacky.
talk about.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about that. Yeah, we didn't.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so he made this comic that is hand drawn, that he printed out pictures of and like posted it online. Like he took a picture of it, uploaded it online. And the comic is called Sonichu, or like whatever it is. Like
I think it's just called Sonichu, yeah.
Yeah. And
but,
it features us. It features Sonic, like in a freaking fight with something, and then he knocks into a Pikachu, and transfers his holy Sonic magic powers, and it turns the Pikachu into a Sonichu. And that's the premise.
I love. There's actually a very dedicated following for that comic. Like it's just, and good reason too. It's one of the most like autistic things you could ever read. It's so entertaining. Imagine like a Saturday morning cartoon kid like coming across like just a big thing of porn and like internet memes and shit and just all mixed together. That's fucking Sonichu. Yeah. All right, there's multiple episodes where they talk about like just. Sonichu's talking to Rose Chew, which is a female Sonichu. She just constantly like talking about like, wow, I want to inject my cock and balls inside of you, or some stupid shit like that. I remember he did like one chapter of the comic where like everybody was calling him gay.
Yeah.
They were calling him like a fucking homo and shit, and he got so mad. I was like, I like China. That's what he calls vagina. I like China. I like boobs. I'm gonna draw a comic of all the Sonichu girls naked and Rose Chew ripping the face off of the internet, and fucking Sonichu's like Dommy fucking Sonichu, and he posted like the censored version for the kids, which that fucking tells you all you need to know right there. He thought that a comic with rape and fucking hedgehog sex would be appropriate at all for children, and then he posted the censored version. He posted the boobs, like the boobs. He put orange slices over them, and like all like fruit over the genitals. Like when Sonichu had his like cock, it was like a big banana. And then
also,
he drew.
Go ahead. I think in the censored version, he's like, you kids, this is like adult material, but it's educational. I think he said that in the freaking comic too.
It's educational. Don't get all uppity about it. The kids need to know what you need to do with a penis. Because look at me, I didn't know until I was 26.
This man is crazy.
I love him to death.
Oh yeah, he's hilarious.
Even after his shenanigans. Would you like to talk about his shenanigans, like to round up Christian here?
Okay, so in the later arcs of his story, he got a little wackety. A troll convinced him that there is a dimensional merge happening, and that's where his life started going downhill. Like really
full on believes it too.
Yeah,
he full on believes it's true. Believes that when you die, like you go to cartoon paradise and you're gonna meet Sonic, Bob from Bob's Burgers, fucking all kinds of stupid shit. And but yeah, gotta continue.
Along the way, I forgot exactly how, but he transitions to female, even though before, like he's like it's like I hate them homos. I hate them homos.
I like China. I don't like penis.
It's like them gay people. They make me uncomfortable. And then he basically becomes gay because transitioning to a woman and he still likes women, so he's gay. So he became the very thing he swore to destroy.
Yeah, he became a transgendered woman. Guess we should call him she now or something.
Yeah. It makes sense if you're talking the past tense as he, because at that point he was a he, but now he's a she.
Yeah.
So it's a she.
So she
became Christine Chan.
Christine Chandler, and now she also had she still liked women, so she was just a lesbian transgendered woman who smelled like onions and piss. Apparently, is what people quote.
No.
And there's so much to talk about with Christine. Even after he becomes Christine. There's still like way more. Like he got she got banned from a bunch of stores and GameStops. There's a video of her pepper spraying the GameStop employees.
Yeah,
and
when
shit
Sonic
didn't
Boom
have the amiibo.
No,
Sonic Boom.
Yeah, it was Sonic Boom. When Sonic Boom came out, they gave him blue arms, and she was livid. And then
she went fucking wild.
Yeah, she went to GameStop, and then got angry about it, told them to take it down or something, and they're like, nah, bro, nah, fam. She pepper sprayed him and ran away.
Which that's normal, right?
Yep.
It's completely in the realm of just reasonable decision making. Like every time I go to the Dollar General, I get scared because they have the big Sasquatch man from the beef jerky commercials. And I say, can you please take that down? They say no, and I start ripping fucking toddlers' arms off and shit. And they say, oh, you need to leave. And I'm like, I need my Doritos.
I need my barbecue Pringles.
I need my twisty Frito chips.
Right.
Alright. So, as I was saying before, with Christine, and her sexuality, she was still attracted to women. And she was a little gay, a transgender gay lesbian. And he, as far as our knowledge goes on, he was a virgin all the way up until the event that we're going to talk about happened. I have a big memory of him saying he bought a prostitute, but I think he was later said that he lied about it or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, 40 years. This woman was 40 years old, and she had. Basically, it's only been her and her mom for a very long time. Ever since that their dad passed away, or Christine's dad passed away of cancer a while back, and then everything kind of went downhill from there. But just to round it off, Christine had developed I shit you not, a sexual relationship with her mother, and she said that she was in head over heels in love with her mother. Now. That's a pretty big ball to drop on the world.
Oh, yeah.
Not just that, though. He had been having casual sex with her for a while now. He actually listed dates because that's an autistic thing to do, is actually start listing the dates when you start, molesting your mother.
Yeah.
And, but, her mom had she basically had, mild dementia and stuff. She was, not that mentally aware.
Yeah.
So it was really kind of messed up that he was doing that. So, obviously, everybody, when we found out about this, everybody wanted to call the cops, contact the authorities, and that's what happened. And they arrested Christine, and that was just a whole different experience. You never would have thought that you would see Christine Weston Chandler be going to prison, big boy jail, for raping her mother. I need to censor that. I don't know if you want to, but
no, it don't matter.
Yeah, taking advantage of her mother and having a relationship with her, and that's where we're at now. There's been some updates on it. I've recently seen a picture of her in prison, and if I do jump between pronouns, it's just an old habit.
Yeah,
I've been familiar with this person for over a decade, and but there's a picture of when she went to prison. She was all happy and hopeful she'll get out because she's autistic, whatever. And now it's like 6 months later, or like, a little bit longer than that, and she looks like a fucking defeated like animal. It's something to definitely look into. Like she's lost weight. That's good.
Oh, it is that. I have not seen. You'll have to send me that picture.
Do you want me to send you that picture now?
Yes.
Okay. What?
I just sent my girlfriend a photo of EDP shirtless.
Oh, dude, that would have been a good guy to talk about too. But what else to talk about? He fucking tried to hook up with a 13-year-old and try to get some cupcakes.
Try to pick up a cupcake. Actually,
Cupcake.
I was here to pick up a cupcake.
And I believed him. I honestly believed he was going to commit pedophilia and then get a cupcake.
Before or after, either way, he was gonna get one.
This is where I seen it at. Oh, here's the picture. Here's what she looks like now. There it is.
Ah, okay.
I found it. I see it on iPhone. That's where I'm looking right now.
Imagine having iPhone.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with my gender. Sorry. There. Alright. So there you go. There's a picture of her now.
Her power is slowly waning, which is how you kill a guy.
They took her medallion.
Oh no! They took her freaking Chris Chan medallion. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. She had like this freaking Chris Chan pendant, no, Sonichu.
It was like he made out like a Crayola modeling clay, and he said that he gives him his power, which, and then the Crayola modeling clay Sonichu, he wore it everywhere. He eventually started selling them to make money. She did.
Well,
and,
also, a troll who was one of her sweethearts. Yeah, she was sweetheart. Like, convinced her to give them her actual, like, the real like the real medallion, and she did it, and the troll made videos or pictures of him destroying the freaking thing, and then Christine, she was like, no, it was actually a fake one. I sent a fake one. This is the real one. This right here.
He also said that he had the true power came from behind the medallion because he actually had like his class ring from high school mounted on the medallion for some reason. And he said, I still got my high school class ring, so I still have my powers. You idiot trolls, you don't know how my power works. And, yeah, they cut up that medallion, they pissed on it, they put it in pickle juice, all kinds of shit.
Yeah, it's just a whole freaking weird spiel.
But back to the where she's at now. She is in prison and she is losing her power because they took her medallion away from her. So she's becoming a skeletal husk. She eventually is going to convert back into a fetus in a flask.
A fetus in a flask.
A fetus. She's a fetus in a flask now.
On the bookshelf. Fetus.
The medallion was the secret to her power.
It kept her rejuvenated.
Yeah, that's what all the girth was. It wasn't fat, it was energy. She was just stockpiling energy.
Yeah, like an apocalypse hoarder.
Like apocalypse hoarder, like a fucking it was swelling up all that motherfucking energy, literal motherfucking.
Oh no.
But that's pretty much where Christine Chandler is right now. She's in prison. Isn't going to be getting out anytime soon, I think. And just a literal motherfucker.
In every sense of the word.
The only true motherfucker out there. That's pretty much covered Christian there pretty well enough.
Yup.
But now, Darwin, I feel like you need to introduce this next Lolcow.
Okay. So, the next one is a freaking. He is such a Chad. You may. you may or may not know of him. It is Wings, Jordy Jordan, Richard, Liquid Richard himself, Wings of Redemption.
The apex of human evolution, Jordy Jordson, Jordy Joe the Jordson.
Now,
He
yeah.
Go ahead.
Now, he probably doesn't have autism, but you know, we included him because he's like he's a very peculiar individual.
Very peculiar. Now, just basically like where Wings, well, you know, a little bit about his history. Like you both that do, Darwin.
Okay, yeah. So, Wings, big guy. He started out in the early 2010s. Like he was like, I think one of, if not the first Call of Duty commentary channels ever.
He's definitely one of the most popular ones. He had like a very large fan base just for Call of Duty back in the day. I remember seeing his videos when I was a kid, like in first grade.
He just did like what people do nowadays is freaking. He decided to just record himself playing Call of Duty, and then he talked over the gameplay footage.
Yeah, very rough though. It was like no editing hardly, and all he would do in his videos would just camp. Like he would just camp and say like, "It's a legitimate strategy, all right? You're just bad at the game. You're bad."
So you're bad at you're bad at the game, man. It's not. This is how the game's meant to be played.
But yeah, he was a Call of Duty YouTuber, and he was very popular. According to the PKA podcast, he was actually making a lot of money back then too. He was making like upwards of $10,000 a month just on YouTube right now. And honestly, he had such a good start too. If he really would have just done things differently, which not even that, like he's still making good money now, even after all the event. Yeah, but he was definitely not as much as he was making before. And but I think YouTube, like just content creation, is his actual like main downfall where he's at now.
Oh yeah.
He just got himself in a bunch of little predinky dings. I mean. So he was very prone to like, you know, raging, getting mad, like overly mad. He took the game very seriously. And people were supportive of him at first, like, you know, back in the day. And then he started meeting like other YouTubers, like Woody's Gamertag, FPS Russia, and Kyle. And they eventually started a podcast called PKA. And that's probably like where I first was introduced to Wings. Like where I really really started watching him, and he was a good host. You know, he had his opinions and stuff. So he was on the podcast for a good bit. You know, they locked him, and then eventually they kicked him off. And they kicked him off because he was just very volatile. He was sending this dude money who was like harassing Woody's Gamertag. His kid has autism too, and he's just constantly, his kid, he's like, here's $1,000. Here's how you get on the YouTube algorithm and make a lot of money on it. And if you're somebody's friend and you're helping a guy who's harassing your friend, you don't want to be friends with him anymore. Wings didn't fucking understand that. He was like, I want to be friends with those two guys.
Yeah.
It had been on like that for a while, and then eventually they cut ties with Wings, and he started doing his own types of. He was on YouTube for a little bit longer, but then he said fuck YouTube, and he started doing streams. Yeah. And that's where the main going back a little bit, forget the streams was a big notable thing that I always think when I think about Wings was he was doing this charity stream for it was supposed to be for charity, but it was like a 1v1 pro syndicate.
Yeah, I was about to bring this up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so the big man himself, he wanted to do a 1v1 with Pro Syndicate. I think Pro Syndicate, right? That's
Pro
his name.
Syndicate,
Yeah, Pro Syndicate. later to be Faye's syndicate, and you know that's a whole separate situation. But this is Wings. Yeah. So Wings, like did the tournament, and he's like, bro, I can beat you. I'm way better. I'm way better at Call of Duty than you. You're just a zombies player. You're just a zombies player. I bet I can beat you. And
yeah, you're number one in the world. I bet I can beat your record while sitting on the toilet. Like, you're just talking mad shit to Syndicate.
Yeah, and so they get into the match. And Syndicate is just wailing on this man. Like, he knows all the spawns. Like, it's just freaking wacky tobacky. And Wings, he's just sitting there camping most of the time, not really working out for him. And when he tries to stop camping, doesn't work out for him. He's just a loser.
The best part, he's the one who set up the rules too. It was like, nah, you can only use M16s on Bog, like the biggest map. You put everything in his advantage, and Syndicate still fucking whopped them.
That moment in his life pretty much defined the rest of it.
Right. And after he lost, he got so mad he threw his controller on stream. It's all on recording. And he was like, "Why the fuck did you record that, Woody? Why would me embarrass myself? Oh god!" And he started like freaking out. And then he tell them what happened after the door. Like after like that whole thing, he tried to get in contact with Syndicate again.
Yeah, he wanted to redo it, but he said, you know, since I'm gonna win anyway, how about we already know I'm gonna win anyway. How about you let me win, and I'll split the prize money with you.
Yeah, you paid me to let you win. That's what he wanted. So ridiculous. It's all recorded, like all the screen caps and everything. And that really made him salty god.
Yeah, and Pro Syndicate, he's just like, bro, get out of here. It's like, get your.
He was the nicest guy too. He wasn't even doing anything like. He took the attention off of Wings. That's why Wings didn't like him. Like, oh, another good Call of Duty player, good Wings at least. And he's like, well, I'm the master of Call of Duty here, buddy. All right, I'm the COD alpha male. So you think you're better than me at something?
Yeah.
But after that whole incident with the Pro Syndicate thing, it was still like they still had him on for a while, and there's a lot of like little shenanigans he got into. Like they tried to always help him lose weight. Like when you talk about his fucking weight, that's the main thing about Wings.
So it all started, I think, when was it FPS Russia?
Yeah, FPS Russia.
Yeah, FPS Russia wanted to do a little weight loss like boot camp thing with him, and at first, freaking Wings agreed. He's like, okay, because like they wanted him to like lose weight and get healthy, because he's like, how much was he, like 400, 500 pounds, around that?
I think he was like 600 something pounds, like at least like 580 something. But he was fat. He's like very fat.
Yeah, like morbidly. Thank frick, I don't know what he looks like shirtless.
I do.
Oh no.
There's pictures of him.
Oh no. Okay, but yeah. So FPS Russia, frickin' he's like, come on, man. I know we had a bit of falling out, but I want to help you out, man. Like, I want you to be like healthy and happy, and like everybody was like cheering him on, like wanting him to do it, and he like begrudgingly was like, oh, okay, guys, okay. He's like, fine, I'll do it. And then he was there for like maybe a week or two, right?
I think he was there for a couple weeks. He lost like 40 pounds while he was there. They really like put him to work.
Put him to work. Lost 40 pounds. He would have been amazing if he kept with it, but like he kind of just like No, I'm going home, guys. I can't do this. I can't do this no more.
I need Pepsi, boy. I need Pepsi and Wendy's chili, man. It's real hard on me.
I need my bowl of Wendy's chili.
I
And
need Mamaw.
my one of the things I remember the most is that the people around him, like, oh no, they had to like remodel the house a bit to like even like have him there.
Yeah.
Because he was
like
so big.
He broke the futon. That Kyle or FPS Russia let him stay on, and he also was too small for the shower, so he renovated his shower. All in all, he spent like $5,000 on things there just to help him. If any reasonable person realized how good that they had it there, he would have stuck with it. He literally was there in the house like a guest to lose weight and make content for his channel. He would have done so much better. I would love to see an alternate universe where he actually stuck with it.
Oh yeah, he would have. Yeah, he probably would have been so happy. Like his life would have been different.
Yeah, he would have been this. I mean, he would have been better than what he is now. I mean, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
But so yeah, after that he left, and they were like, "Oh, it's kind of fucked up thing for you to do, man. But all right, it's your choice."
Yeah.
And then the camping trip. Another point there is they did this camping trip in like the woods. You know, it's like they're all jacked up on watching Bear Grylls and shit. And they're like, "I want to go survive in the woods." And Wings was like, he was like, "I'll go too." And then this one guy was like, "No, I don't want to go. It's not really my thing." And he started giving him shit. He was like, "No, you're not gonna go. You're a fucking pussy. You're a little bitch. You're afraid of bears, aren't you?" And, and they get all ready, and then they start making plans, and they start driving to meet with Wings. And then Wings, while they're driving, he was like, "I don't want to do it no more." And they're like, "What?" And it's like, "Yeah, I don't want to do it no more. It's gonna be too hard." And they're like, "Motherfucker, why didn't you say something sooner?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm just not feeling good," or something like that. And so after that, it was Woody and FPS Russia, Kyle in the woods surviving, which it looks already a little weird, a little sus, you know, like a gay couple in the woods just banging it out. And so yeah, that kind of really made them not like Wings a little bit more there too. And like I said, it all just led to him being kicked off the podcast. He did his own streams now, and this is where the peak fucking content came from.
Yeah.
Just glorious. I mean, if you look up a Wings compilation on YouTube or like a cringe comp or whatever about him, it's just him raging at Call of Duty, throwing the fucking he's went through like 100 or something PS4 controllers and Xbox controllers. He's broken so many.
Oh yeah.
Constantly throwing controllers, crying at the game, saying, "I can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
I just want to play a game. I'm so lonely.
I'm so lonely, man. I have no confidence because you make fun of me all the time because I'm bad." And it's hilarious. I mean, I can't feel bad for somebody who is just using all of his like chances and just not taking advantage of his situation.
Yeah, he is the reason why he's in that position.
Right. So I don't feel any sympathy towards him. He's still making a lot of money. Not as much as he was doing. By the way, just financially with him, he is so fucking bad with his money. Like,
oh yeah,
he'd buy like a brand new like current year truck or something every year, and then just say like, "Yeah, I got a new truck," and he doesn't even fucking go anywhere. And it's just Wings, man. I don't know.
Yeah. A couple things I would like to like say out, like points in his career, things he's done. One of them, rewinding a little bit, just a funny thing, I remember when he did the weight loss boot camp.
Yeah.
Is when he went to the, like, I'm pretty sure they said, like, the bathroom was right next to the kitchen or something. It was right next to something, and everybody was just chilling there, and, like, Wings just goes to the bathroom. He's, like, taking a fat frickin' whiz. And then he left the door open because, like, he's like, they're like, "Bro, man, Wings, like, why don't you, like, close the door?" It's like, it's like, "Oh, I do this all the time at home. Don't worry, you can't even see anything. I can't."
I can't see anything, so you can't see anything either. I remember that. Yeah, he would not even just little whizzes. He would take full on dookies, like fucking growler bear shits, while the door was open, stink up the fucking hallways.
Yeah, it was horrid. Like I would not want to be there.
Oh, I would just experience the raw wings of redemption just in its prime.
Oh man, but yeah, some other things, some cringe stuff he has done on the internet. Like some of the reasons why, like some of the examples as to why people dislike this man. Like he's racist, he's homophobic. He said some sus stuff about like underage girls too. Like,
oh yeah,
yeah, he has dropped like hard R N bombs. Like, oh, it is crazy. His freaking one of his ex-girlfriend, one of his ex-girlfriends, like left him for a black dude, and he got heated. He was like, he got very racist.
Yeah, he said so. Like, I don't even feel comfortable saying it, and that's just.
Oh yeah.
It was like, oh, she left me for like an N-word. Well, she should have dated an N-word to play basketball or something.
Worth $100 million.
You showed me the video, and it's eventually been taken down.
Yeah, it's so sad. I can't find it on the internet anywhere. 'Cause it's a video of him saying, "I'm not racist. There's not a racist bone in my body." And people were calling him racist, and then it just cuts to the many times of him, like, saying the N-word, like hard R a bunch. He said it like he's in a freaking Call of Duty lobby, calling a black dude the N-word. He even said he called him Harambe. To a black dude. He called a black man Harambe in a COD lobby.
And he can't take criticism. Like he kicks people off of his chat or whatever for just saying like even like one that's not even nearly like just calling him Richard and stuff.
Yeah. People like to troll him a bunch. There are many Discords about it, like Discord servers. I'm in one of them just to see what it's like. But yeah. So a lot of them, like it's just they'll make fake news articles about him as well.
Oh my god, I love those. They did one where he was like robbing a Office Depot or something.
Yeah.
Very well done. It cut to him like being at Office Depot. Somebody recognized him there, and then it cut to him like a news report saying someone robbed an Office Depot, and they were running on the scene. They were running away, fleeing from police. And it cut to a video of him like waddling, like running as fast as he could. He got so mad over that. He threatened the person with legal charges. I want to sue you. You made me look. You're threatening my identity. Blah blah blah. All that stuff. And so just the trolling with wings. It goes very very deep. Like they said that he was one of the victims in the Beirut explosions.
Oh no.
He was a journalist who got shot in Iraq.
Bernie Gores.
Bernie Gores.
Yeah. Oh, like also made him a news headline of him being Osama bin Laden's dead son, Richard bin Laden.
And that's what people call him, Richard too. Like he bans people calling him Richard in chat, and they call him Liquid Richard. And if he says like, "Oh, Richard," and someone calls him Richard, it's instant ban. You're banned forever from his Twitch channel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He banned people for just mentioning certain events, like, when you're gonna get the weight loss surgery. He was constantly talking about getting like the gastric bypass surgery in Mexico or something.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that though. Like he was like talking about getting the surgery forever, and then he finally got it, and then he just fucking wasted like a few $1,000 on it, gaining all his weight back. Yeah.
He gained all of his weight back after getting his weight loss surgery.
It was like he's just like keep with a diet and stuff, like keep him down. He's like, I swear if I get this surgery, I'm gonna be on the right track. I'm gonna be straight and narrow after that. It's gonna fix everything. And the day after that, he fucking Wendy's, chili, and Pepsi, and that's all you would see of me. It was like fucking junk food, fast food, and shit. So he gained all the way back less than a year.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, people hate him for that too. And honestly, I feel like that he is definitely somebody who deserves what he is, getting out. Like people like messing with him and stuff, just because he's not trying. It's what it seems like. He's not trying to like be better. He's not like a
Yeah.
he's entertaining for all the wrong reasons too. Like he's a laughing stock, a lolcow. And just see, I don't feel too much sympathy for Wings. I do wish the best for him, but he I don't think it's going to happen. Like he even got banned off Twitch like not that long ago. He broke his partnership deal, so he's not even allowed to. He's not a Twitch partner anymore.
I remember what I was going to say.
Go ahead.
So this falls in line with the racist stuff.
Right.
One of the things he said. So, oh my gosh, like it is bad. So one time he was like having some controller issues. He was playing with a black controller, and it was having some issues, and so he switched to a white controller. And he said, well, you know what they say, when the black one don't want to work, the white one will.
Wow. I don't remember him saying that, but that sounds extremely something like when it's
Oh yeah, I've recently saw the clip of it. It's crazy. Like the things that man says. Like, ooh, how has he not been banned from Twitch already? Like years ago.
Well, I mean, he's a partner, a Twitch partner, and that like they banned some guy for like showing a video of like showing his catfish on Twitch, and it slipped out of his hand for a second. He put it back in the fish tank. They banned him for that, but not Jordy the Joe Jodson. Him saying like the N-word and all kinds of other crazy shit.
Oh yeah.
I think they realized how like we're saying all this stuff about him, like, but he's like extremely like successful with revenue.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
not as much now, but like when he was like on Twitch and shit, he was still making a dickload of money. Like he was getting tons of donations and stuff. Just being all he had to do, I mean, he had a good gig too. Like he would just stream for 2 hours. People would try to troll him, and like he would fall for it, and then he'd make like a couple $1,000 or something. It was insane. And he was still complaining about his life. Like, I hate my life, man. I hate it. I personally hate him for that. Like, you just can't make this man happy.
He is the reason for all of his own woes, and he just blames everyone on the internet.
Yeah, for real. No sympathy for Wings. Now, before we move on to the next person here, I want to talk about just a funny story about Wings that it makes me laugh every time I think about it. Was he had Woody's gamertag, one of his co-hosts for PKA. He was making him a desk, like a very nice wooden desk. And Wings, all he had to do was like come and get the desk. Like eventually, broke off with him and Woody, as we said before, and it's the PKA podcast. And Woody was like, "You come get the desk now." And it was like, "Okay, I don't want to come down there by myself. Is it okay if I bring like 6 known felons with me for protection?"
What?
And Woody's like, "What? No, I don't want felons walking around my house and my property." It's like, I don't feel comfortable going anywhere without them. And so this is why I think like Wings is like fucking retarded. Like he's like he has like aughts or something. He thinks that if he walks out of his house, he's gonna get gunned down or something. He's very much a homebody. Like he's very much like someone who does not feel safe unless he's behind his like little room, his door. So he literally thought that he needed to bring fucking felons, like ex-convicts, with him that he knows to go pick up a wooden desk from his friend's house because he thought Woody was going to like hurt him or something. And Woody was like, "No, I don't want you to bring felons here." Like a reasonable person. And Woody's like, "Fine, you just keep the damn desk. I don't care."
Yeah. That is wild.
But anything else about Wings, Darwin?
Well, he has a wife.
A current wife or an ex-wife?
Current wife, and it's just something minor, but like he has a wife that a lot of the and his grandma. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it
Oh,
involves
Grammy.
yeah, it involves him too. So he was practically raised by his grandma. I don't know why, I forgot, but yeah, and then, you know, later on, blah blah blah, she passed away, and he was with his wife. They were like they made plans to like go to her funeral, and like literally 15 minutes before they were supposed to leave to go to the funeral, like his wife is like, are you gonna get ready? It's like, we're supposed to be leaving. It's like, well, I'm not going. Change my mind, I'm not going. 15 minutes before they were going to leave to go to the funeral.
Wow.
It's like, I don't want to go to my grandma's funeral. It's like, I don't like
That's insane.
funerals. Like, they make me sad. I don't like them. Which, you know, like, that's understandable. But you don't not go at the very last minute.
Yeah, that's something he does like all like a bunch. Like with the camping trip and shit, he just waits the last minute. He avoids any type of conflict. And like, but you think he would want to go to his grandma's funeral, considering she raised him? I mean, that's just really messed
Yeah.
up.
And like his wife, like throughout the entire stream, he was playing Dark Souls. I think, by the way, he was playing Dark Souls on the stream, and like you could just hear in the background his wife just crying loudly, like just crying a bunch. And then Wings was like, "Oh, don't worry about her. She cries like when the bariatric pressure changes."
What? Why, dude? It's so messed up.
Yeah.
Like he is so lucky to even have somebody who's managed to put up with his bullshit for as long as she has, become his wife. You say wife like they got married.
Yeah.
I don't see them like staying together that much longer. I think she'll eventually leave him like the other one did.
Yeah.
And get a tall black man makes $100,000 a year like the other one. See, I think that if you date Wings Redemption line, that you'll find success. Like I think that's the main thing to take away from it.
Oh yeah. You'll be very successful.
But yeah, to wrap up Wings, he's just a crybaby, and he is a notorious lolcow like Christian was, or Christine is, and but yeah, I think it's time we talk about the last and final lolcow.
Yeah.
Now this is someone who I'm pretty familiar with.
I know nothing about him.
So yeah, I'm pretty much just going to be talking about him here, but he's very well known, and I'm sure a lot of people would know who he is. Even you, I bet you know who he is. His name is Chibi, and Chibi is a very interesting person. He's been on the internet for a good bit now, and he is a Mario, pretty much an exclusive speedrunner for Mario, and he is also he has autism. I think his mom said that a couple times. He's certified autismo, and he lives with his mom in her basement. You know, funny enough, just living up to another stereotype there. But he is also kind of he's a pretty terrible person. Like he's a mooch. He's not making as much money like streaming as Wings is per se. But not even like enough to like survive. Like at last time I checked up on him, it's been a little bit. But he got in like a bunch of controversy and stuff for like just hitting up underage girls and all that, and then these trolls would call his house, and no, I don't even trolls, I think just concerned citizens, and they'd tell his mom like, yeah, your son Adam was like showing his penis to like a 14-year-old girl or something.
Oh wow.
And she was like, "What, my Adam?" And they're all recorded. These conversations are on YouTube. She's like, "Adam, what are you doing?" And like he's like, "Mom, it's a troll. Hang up the phone." And like he actually was like talking to an underage girl. It may not have been 14, but she was underage, and there's screenshots of it. And his mom would like just like go extremely overboard. Well, not even overboard. I think like she's just at her limits with him. Like imagine living with a 26-year-old man child. Doesn't his longest career was working at a grocery store like twice a week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But Yeah, he was just constantly like in these little like involvements with underage girls and blah blah blah. And if you want to know more about it, just look into it. It's been a good business. I've actually looked into it, but I know they harassed they harassed his poor mom, and but moving past that, what he's most notable, like he's most like known for, was he went to like this Awesome Games Done Quick, like AGDQ, and he was like the really annoying guy, you know, like sitting next to like a Tomba speedrunner. And this is where I think you'll know him. He was like the guy sitting next to the guy with the mustache, and he was like, I would really prefer if you'd be quiet, because you're just constantly making like little like trying to be really funny.
Oh yeah, I've seen that clip.
That's Chibi. That's the guy who got told to shut the fuck up by a caveman. And the guy with the mustache, he really isn't much better, but like he's still like way better than.
What was that? I remember that, but what was that? Was it like a Smash thing? Like
No, it was no. So the guy on the couch, he was doing a solo speed run of Tomba 2.
Oh yeah, the speed run. Yeah.
And he worked really hard. He's like a really good runner. And Chibi was just a guest on the couch because they needed space.
I remember that. Yeah.
They said he just sat down on his own accord. They didn't invite him or anything. And that's just a real Chibi thing to do. And he was just like, oh yeah, making a joke about a crab. See, it's a crab here. And the guy was like, yeah, it's a crab. Like I can't remember the jokes verbatim. Yeah. But it annoyed him so much that he literally caused like the most awkward thing, one of the most awkward things at AGDQ that year. And it was very funny that he got told to shut up, and it was just silence for a very long time. But a little bit more about Adam Chibi. Like went back a little bit, kind of. Like, I definitely don't want to let this die out. It is one of the funniest things I've ever seen him do. So back when he was like, you know, a young lad, I sent you the video of this a little bit before. He was he made a YouTube video talking about like, oh, he was wearing a dog collar. Like he was that weird kid who wore dog collars and butt plug tails and shit.
Oh no.
Like a furry. And he was like, you may be asking, why am I wearing this collar? Well, it was actually a gift from my grandfather. My grandfather bought it for me to wear. And it serves a purpose. It's not just for flair. It's not for, you know, a look. My grandfather, he gave it to me because it controls my energy, my dark moon energy. And if I don't wear the collar, I'll get violent and pass out. And I have to call the emergency room or blah blah blah. I have to call the 911 to save me. And and he doesn't wear the collar anymore, so I guess he got cured. And whenever somebody brings it up, he would just be like, yeah, I was an embarrassing little kid, blah blah blah. Leave me the fuck alone, being banned. And he's just a very interesting individual. Like I don't think he deserves like a lot of hate personally, but he's just like, come on, dude. Like he's almost in his 30s now. I think he is 30, and he still lives with mom, I think, and he's still playing Mario in the basement. And
now, is he good at speedrunning?
He is mediocre. He's not even that good. Like I think he maybe had like a couple. I think he maybe had like a couple world records. I couldn't care less with Mario speedrunning. But he's dedicated, I guess. He'll stay up till 2 a.m. and his mom will get mad and tell him to come down while he's streaming, or she'll come down and tell him to stop streaming and go to bed. He's like, it's only 3 o'clock in the morning. It's only 2 a.m. Like, you need to go get a job or something. He's like, no, this is my job. I stream Mario. And she's like, you don't make any money from this. Just roast him on stream while he's in the middle of a speed run, so he can't stop. So if he's doing really well, he can't stop. And so then she's like talking about like, what's wrong with your sheets? And he's like, nothing's wrong with my sheets. Like, well, they're yellow. And he's like, Mom, they're dirty, I guess. I don't know. And he's like, what's wrong with them? And so she said they're yellow stained sheets, and people assume that he was just pissing the bed. And,
it could just be sweat.
Yeah, it could be like he's a very sweaty individual. I don't know, but it's funnier to think that he's pissing the bed at 30.
Yeah, that would be funny.
He sounds like a very nasty individual, a very dirty person.
Yeah, there have been some nights where I got really sweaty and just like my mattress would just over time get yellow from like a bunch of sweat.
Mhm. But another thing with Chibi is he was the victim of doxing a bunch. Like people doxed the shit out of him, and one night they sent like 90 pizzas over to his house. And which I don't condone doxing, but this is the video of his mom. Like they recorded, somebody recorded her reaction, like all. And it was like, there's 90 pizzas here. I can't afford these. What are you doing? It's like $2,000 in pizzas. It's like, Mom, it's the trolls. Just ignore them. Just ignore the trolls, Mom.
What do you mean? Just ignore them?
And she was like, you can't ignore everything and make it go away. I can't make this go away. I don't have the money to pay for these. And
oh, that's funny.
Now, it's kind of not like really anything super notable with him. Like as of now, maybe they'll like eventually go crazy and or go to a Nintendo event and fucking try to woo a Vaporeon plushie or something. Like, he wants to have sex with the Evolutions. Like he's very attracted to Vaporeon. He's the reason I believe that's a meme now. But other than that, yeah, he's kind of harmless, I guess. He is, talking to like I don't think he stopped, or maybe it was just fake. But there was screenshots of him supposedly talking to a minor, and I don't think he's ever gone to jail or anything. So if he did actually do it, fucking roast him at the stake.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's pretty much Chibi. And as I said before, I'm pretty much just the sole person here who knows about Chibi. But I definitely recommend Darwin you check him out. And,
I will.
But yeah, anything else to add, Darwin here?
How about we get a story of your dear old dad?
Oh, my papa? My
yeah.
Poppy? All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, so as I said before, I have autism, so does Darwin. We're on the spectrum. We're not like the
we get the retard
weird
pass. We get to say the word.
Yeah.
You
We
don't.
say retard. You can't. Don't you dare say the retard word around us. And so my dad is actually he was one of the first documented cases of autism, like the 80s, where I'm from. And people, they weren't too advanced with it. They didn't really understand autism, so they thought he was like they thought he was like a monster, like a homunculus, like a fucking like a zombie who's gonna spread and bite the kid, like make everybody fucking stupid. So when my dad was in the 6th grade, they decided to put out a statewide hunt on him, and like they had like hunting dogs on him, and he was running away. He was in the woods for like 6 months. He was running away from these like vicious like Rottweiler like hound dogs. They were hunting him down, and they said that if they catch him, they're going to cut and quarter him, they're going to hang him up in the street, and they're going to kill him, and they're going to dissect his brain. See if there's anything they can do to stop this from happening to future children. And he obviously was successful. He got away from them, and he went to another state where they're much more forgiving autistic people. And I gotta say, I think they kind of overreacted. I mean, sure, has my dad killed a couple of small animals with his bare hands, trying to pet them a little too hard? Yeah. Has he been kicked out of multiple stores for getting scared at the fluorescent lights? Yes, he has. Is he a violent man? Only when the lights are flickering. If the lights are flickering, you run. You gotta get the fuck out of there. Because he will literally rip up your skull cap and start banging on it like a drum. But that's my dad, and I love him. And honestly, I'm very proud of him. He's making strides to be a better person still. Just the lights start flickering, you fucking get out of there. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, that's my dad, my Poppy. But you, Darwin, anything else to add?
I think that was a beautiful story. Like, that was uplifting.
Man, I'm levitating right now, man. I got like helium in my feet or something. I'm hovering off the ground. I'm very proud to be that man's son.
Yeah, that was like that was an inspirational story. That's like the next Forrest Gump.
I definitely, I will help make that movie happen. I swear to God.
You better.
But I think that pretty much covers it for this episode. What do you think, Darwin?
Oh yeah, that was good. We are literally just wrapping up We are at 100 frick. An hour and 8 minutes.
All right. It was a lot of fun to talk about some internet lolcows. I love just finding out more about these individuals, and we should definitely do this again.
Oh yeah, definitely do this again.
All right. Now close this out, Darwin.
Well, yep. That'll be it for this first freaking dumb little podcast. I think it went well. I think it went well, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I would watch it if it was made by other people. That sounds like something I'll definitely watch or keep in the background when you play a video game or something.
Yeah, I would definitely just listen to it. Like, what are these idiots saying?
I'm very. So is the recording over?
No.
Oh, okay, we'll just cut this out then. But,
Yeah.
subscribe to Darwin. He's a very good YouTube content creator. He's very talented with his artworks. He does commissions, and he's all around a very lovely guy. I mean, he's a cute little fella, and he's worth watching. So give him a like, subscribe, and just make sure you don't look him directly in the eye when you're speaking to him.
That's all, folks.
That's all. I'm Toad, and you're Darwin. That's your fucking name, dude. What the fuck? I'm Toad, and that's Darwin.
Yes, that's me. I'm Darwin.
And to Spergcast episode 1.
Yes. Goodbye. That's it.